Hey guys and gals, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 3, and for some bizarre reason, I really wanted to throw a suffix onto there, like, I don't know, Mass Effect 3, Revenge of the Sith, even though that's a completely different universe right there. I don't know, I might actually have to think of a suffix to throw onto the end of this for the next time I start recording. If you've got any good ideas, throw them into the comments and I might actually use them, because I really want to do that now. Ooh, I just realized I traveled to the Citadel. My bad. Actually, where we want to go is right in the far end of the corner, which is why I didn't actually dally too long with, you know, the whole FaceTime with Shepard. I went straight into the Galaxy Quest map, and, well, I was hoping to be really smooth and hit the far rim. Instead, I actually, I bumbled and I hit the Citadel. My bad. But I am in a hurry to get over here so that we can have what I think is the final member of our team.
Commander Shepard, a pleasure to see you again.
No, it's not her.
Though I wish it were under better circumstances.
I had hoped for your support in the fight against the Reapers. What's going on?
17 days ago,
It's not him
precision
either.
strikes on 4 Geth systems, the Quarians initiated the war to retake our homeworld.
Which was a clear
Also
violation
not
of our
him.
agreement with the Council to avoid provoking the Geth.
A treaty violation
Not her
is
either.
nothing compared to recovering our homeworld and advanced AI technology.
I don't know why I'm bothering joking around. You guys know who it's going to be. I'm pretty sure I said it's going to be Tali. We're just waiting for her to come waltzing through that door. And I actually have been promised, well, okay, not really promised. I've been informed that apparently her hips are supposed to sway a little bit more when she's your romance. I can't verify that for certain because this is the first time I've actually gone to Mass Effect 3 with a Tali romance. I've played through Mass Effect 2 with a few romances, with Tali as my romance a few times. Listen to me bumbling like a schoolboy. And, but I've never actually imported those saves into Mass Effect 3. So this will be educational for you and me both as to whether this is truth or myth.
Your homeworld? You mean Rannoch?
Correct, Commander. 300 years ago, we lost our world to our own AI creations, the Geth.
After we attempted to kill them,
We didn't try to kill them, Chorus. We tried to deactivate them. It wasn't murder.
Tomato, tomato. I'm pretty sure that's murder. If you're deactivating them without their consent, it's kind of murder. I mean, the only way it's really excusable is if perhaps you were going to activate them again later. But I have a funny feeling they weren't going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and say the Quarians were wrong on this one.
No, it was murder.
Commander, the Quarians never intended to create a true AI. It was an accident.
Which you chose to correct by trying to kill them.
don't bother. Admitting we were wrong would undercut the justification for this suicidal invasion plan.
Can I also just interject? Just because the AIs were an accident doesn't mean they're less valid of an AI, okay? I hate to throw this out there, but some children are accidents. Some children are not planned. That doesn't make them any less human. They are still human. They are still people to be respected as such. You can't just say, it's an accident, it doesn't matter. No, still matters. Still matters.
You're throwing yourselves at the Geth? Again?
And this time, we may have destroyed our people for good.
We'd driven the Geth back to the home system when this signal began broadcasting to all Geth ships.
The Reapers.
Under Reaper control, the Geth are significantly more effective. Our fleet is pinned in the home system. If we're going to win, we're...
Win? You insisted on involving the civilian ships, Admiral Gerrel. We need to retreat or we'll lose the live ships.
Where's the signal coming from?
Here. A Geth dreadnought. It can outgun
doesn't look
anything
so
we've
bad.
got, and it's heavily defended.
Oh, wait.
The
No.
Normandy stealth drive can get us in undetected. I could board, then disable the Reaper command signal.
Yes, cutting off the signal should throw the Geth into complete disarray.
I was about to say, well, I kind of did say, that tiny thing on the map, that's no threat at all. It's just a little blip. Oh, wait. You said Dreadnought? You said it can outgun any of your vast fleet? I might be a little bit more afraid now. Okay, yes, I'm gonna say retreat is a better option than counterattack. That's just gonna lead to more casualties, and I think this war was really kind of a mistake. Why didn't you guys just negotiate with the Geth? Has anybody ever just walked up to the planet with like a white flag and said, "Hi, do you mind if we just move back home? We're really sorry for the things we did, but we would like our planet back. Okay, thanks." Like, negotiations could have happened. They're AIs after all. I feel like this is a thing that should have been done, and probably wasn't.
And while they're confused, you get to a mass relay and retreat.
Good. Our civilian ships have seen too much fighting already. Are you certain you can disable the signal?
We'll get you out of there safely, Admiral.
Our newest admiral has also volunteered to offer technical expertise.
Shepard.
Tali.
That's a
Admirals,
grin. I see a grin.
Already a team to hit that dreadnought.
Thank you, Commander.
Admiral?
It's mostly a formality. I'm an expert on the Geth.
That you are.
I'm glad you're here.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have helped.
Thanks, but I knew you had your own problems. I'm sorry about Earth. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy. If you can help us, we'll hit the Reapers with everything we've got. Or however much is left from this stupid war.
I thought you'd support the invasion.
No. After talking to Legion, I thought maybe there was a chance for peace.
So why help them?
I'm an admiral. People look to me for guidance. Public disagreement would divide the fleet.
I'm kind of curious as to how we've somehow segued onto "Do you still want me as a romantic interest?" What? I mean, this makes sense. This makes sense of the two options. This just kind of seems abrupt and out there. I'm questioning why one seems to be in the Paragon option, one seems to be in the Renegade option. I do want to iterate at this point. Just because they're in these two positions does not mean necessarily that they are Paragon and Renegade. That's not always going to be the case, especially in Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 1, yes, Paragon, Renegade. Mass Effect 2, most of the time, like 90% of the time, maybe 95% of the time, this would have been Paragon, this would have been Renegade. But in Mass Effect 3, it's really hard to tell the lines. You kind of have to make your own judgment calls. And hell, I'll even hit the Renegade button a few times, just because I think it's the right thing to do. The lines start to get blurred when it's an all-out war with the Reapers.
And what about us? Would us being together divide the fleet?
No. Well, possibly. I don't know. But right now, I've got civilian ships taking fire. Can we keep this quiet, at least in front of the admirals?
Ooh.
Sure thing, Miss Vas Normandy.
Thank you. If you want to talk in private, maybe you could invite me up to your cabin?
Maybe I could.
And for the record, still totally worth it.
Sorry, it took me a second to actually understand what she was talking about. For those of you who aren't aware, she's referring to a particular scene in Mass Effect 2 when she got really, really sick. I presume. I think. Oh, that's cute. I love the back and forth between those two. It's really adorable. Anyway, I know helping the Quarians is kind of a big deal, but we're actually gonna kidnap Tali. I'm sorry, that's the plan for today. That's the plan. I'm not deviating from it. I will explain though. Okay, you don't want to go rushing straight into the Dreadnought mission if you've got the Citadel DLC, which is what we're jumping straight into. Because with the Citadel DLC, I personally recommend that you have everybody that you can possibly have on your crew with you. And the last member was Tali. I've been waiting until we got Tali before we dove into this DLC. Hold on, let's just dock straight. Ooh, personal apartment, there we go. But the reason we're doing it before many of the Rannoch missions is because there are conversations after this DLC in this particular location that we're being supplied, which I want to actually go through. The problem is they'll only get triggered after a certain amount of missions. They'll only get triggered after a mission, maybe 2 missions, in which case we need missions to go through if we want to go through those conversations, which is why I'm going through it now.
Commander, I've got Admiral Anderson on the QEC. Patching him through to you now.
Shepard.
Admiral, how are you holding up?
Day by day, Commander.
Yeah. Hackett sent me a message about this apartment.
I want you to have it. Take it off my hands.
Are you serious?
You need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head. Kaylee wanted us to settle down there. Thing is, the longer I'm on Earth, the less I want to leave. And I want as few loose ends out there as possible. Like I said, you'd be doing me a favor.
This is one hell of a gift. You're just giving this to us. No strings attached. I'm sorry, I'm not that trusting of a person. I know you two have a kind of brotherly bond, maybe even a father-son bond, but this is a really swanky apartment.
That's very generous.
It's practical. We need you in the best shape possible. Rested. Focused.
If you say so. Thank you.
And make yourself at home, damn it. It's yours now.
I'm sure I can manage.
I don't know if I could.
Okay, good. Been meaning to do that for a while. I'll talk to you soon.
Be careful out there, Anderson.
You too, Shepard.
He says he's been meaning to do that for a while. I wonder if he'd planned on doing that before... Oh, did those just close? They did. I wonder if he'd been planning on doing that before the whole invasion on Earth. Something to think about.
You never asked me about this, but my wife just called. My ex-wife. Nobody likes to talk about the toll that long months apart can have on military relationships. She wasn't military. She couldn't handle it. But it's not even about military and non-military, damn it. It's space flight. Space flight. Finding the mass relays, miracles of engineering. Human imagination rising to meet our desires. We pay a price for that curiosity, that drive. Our relationships suffer. People we love suffer. But that's reality. And it's worth the cost. I must have thought it was. I guess I still do. In the end, you just have to hope you made the right choices.
So we're actually going to go through this entire apartment and actually find little pieces of Anderson's biography that he's left lying around. It's really interesting. It sounds like he was being interviewed for this biography. Maybe he really wanted to write one and he was struggling for ideas, so he asked for some help, and that's where the interviewer came in. Maybe somebody wanted to come in and interview him. I wish we could ask about these things, but unfortunately we can't. The DLCs in this game never really overlap into the game, not by much anyway, and sometimes that can be a little frustrating.
The Normandy? A brand new ship. My ship. You don't forget that moment. The first time you're standing there. The whole crew looking to you for direction. Unforgettable. I'd led men and women before that. Seen a lot of combat already. Always managed to find my way home in one piece. Do that a few times, you begin to think you know better than the next guy. Maybe you do, I don't know. But if you're lucky, really lucky, you find yourself on a good ship, in front of a good crew. A crew you can trust with your life. Gifted. Disciplined. Brave. All of them. Eager to set sail into the endless black ocean. I still remember my XO asking what my orders were. Shepard, I said, let's see what we can find.
Oh, I love that. I was getting kind of smug because I knew that line was coming. And then I just got a big grin on my face as soon as he said Shepard. know. For some weird reason, I'm reminiscing about good old days that I never experienced with Shepard and Admiral Anderson. It would be nice if there was a little bit of backstory. I mean, it could be a book, it could be a comic, anything. I understand BioWare doesn't want to make another Shepard game. But still, there's so much of this universe that's kind of just out there.
Embarrassing moments? I've got more of those than anyone will ever know. Only way to learn something. But if I had to pick one to share... I had just gotten promoted to N7. Full of myself. King of the castle. Found myself buying drinks for undesirables in some rundown bar in the wards. They toasted my recent promotion. Hell, they would have toasted Batarian slavers if it had got them more drinks. About the time my money ran out, my new friends turned on me. I was outnumbered. Things didn't look good. My plan to get out of there involved lots of punching. Well, that worked for a while. Then a table hit me. Or I fell down. When I came to, I saw a Solarian putting the rest of the troublemakers down. A Solarian? Moved like a damn cat, I swear. When everybody was out cold. Or running. He walked over and helped me up. N7, he asked. Yes, sir, I replied. He looked over my collection of unconscious friends, nodding. Not bad, human, he said. And he walked away. I had met my first Spectre. Learned an important lesson that day. No matter how good you think you are, there's always somebody quicker, faster, and a hell of a lot smarter than you just around the corner. That little lesson's kept me alive more than once since then.
I kind of have this headcanon right now that first Spectre that he met was John Dumbao. Was it John Dumbao? The Solarian Spectre that we met when we were also meeting up with Kasumi and chasing down that rogue Hanar that was trying to destroy his own home planet, which I don't fully understand, but it was something that he was trying to do for sure. Let's see what else can we do. I love that there's the Normandy on here. The interesting thing is that it's the Normandy SR2. Why is that the Normandy SR2? That should be the SR1. Huh. I've just noticed that. That's the first time I've really looked close at it. Instantly, BioWare actually do make models of the SR2. They're not gold-plated or bronze-plated or copper-plated or whatever this is. But you can get a metallic one, and I really want it. I really want it so bad. Yeah, let's hit this one. Whoop.
Sure, I can talk about Commander Shepard.